Trump takes celebratory tone. Harris postpones addressing supporters as victory in Pennsylvania puts Trump 3 electoral votes short of winning presidency. President Tinubu postpones Federal Executive Council meeting indefinitely over the demise of Chief of Army Staff Tarid Lagbaja. Bandits kill 10 farmers in Niger State. Kano State Governor receives 73 detained minors. It's the news update on Trust TV. Hello and welcome. I am Aisha Salihu. Thanks for joining us. The news in detail. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has declared victory over Democratic rival Kamala Harris after being projected to win the key battleground states of Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. The Republican Party is also projected by AP to win control of the Senate back. More of this story in this bulletin. Over here in Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu has ordered the rescheduling of Wednesday's Federal Executive Council meeting. The council meeting was postponed in honor of Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, the Chief of Army Staff, who passed away on Tuesday night. General Lagbaja served as the Chief of Army Staff from June 19, 2023 till his death on Wednesday. President Tinubu ordered flags to be flown at half-mast nationwide for 7 days in honor of the departed Chief of Army Staff. Also on Wednesday, President Tinubu expressed his heartfelt condolences to the Lagbaja family and the Nigerian Armed Forces. He wished Lieutenant General Lagbaja eternal peace and honored his significant contributions to the nation. Ministers of Defense have described the departed Army chief as a gallant soldier who would be missed because of his services and dedication to duty.
It's something highly regrettable, and the country as a whole, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did the very best for him to be alive with us today. But as we all know, we all belong to God, and it takes, as that when he feels necessary for him to do so. So it's on a very somber note that I'm talking this moment, because the entire Nigerian army is actually in a very sorrowful mood, having lost our leader, Lieutenant General T.A. Lagbaja. This was someone that gave his all to Nigeria. He was a selfless leader, very passionate about Nigeria, and he led the Nigerian army very well.
And to security matters, at least 10 farmers, including women and children from Wayam and Belu villages in Rafi local government area of Niger State, have been reportedly killed by bandits. Residents say 6 of the victims were beheaded and attackers went away with their heads. They said many people also sustained bullet wounds and were being treated at a clinic in Kagara, the headquarters of Rafi local government area. Reports say that many people were also kidnapped during the attack that happened around 5 a.m. on Tuesday when the victims were observing their early morning prayers. The Commissioner for Homeland Security, Brigadier General Bello Abdullahi Mohammed, said the state government is aware of the attacks. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has again assured residents of its determination to keep the FCT and its environs safe from all forms of crimes. The command's commissioner, Olatunji Disu, gave the assurance while parading car theft suspects, among them convicts. Armed robbery suspects and also DSS impersonators and one-chance suspects. Noel Sampson was at the parade of suspects and now reports.
A total of 23 suspects were arrested, with 23 exhibits, including 13 vehicles, recovered. The commissioner highlighted how the suspects were arrested.
It will interest you to know that the first 3 suspects belong to a gang of one-chance operators who specialize in masquerading as police and DSS officers. They pick up suspecting victims and take them to unknown destinations, demanding ransom for their release.
Some of the suspects narrated their involvement in the crime they were arrested for.
We met some Yahoo boys. Okay. Yes. We saw some Yahoo boys inside vehicle. We now stopped them. When we stopped them now, so we introduced ourselves as personnel. So along the, we just introduced ourselves as DSS personnel. So when I asked them to come down, they came down. When I asked them, are you a Yahoo boys? The boys admit yes. Say, okay, well, they don't want to go to office, we should settle here. So we now settle with them. They offer us money, we collect money from them. Then we ask them to do.
Which office were you able to do that?
No office.
How much have you made from this?
Just only 400,000 that we collected from them.
You look fresh and well fed. Why?
Yes. It's just a temptation of seeing them.
A temptation of what?
It's just a temptation of seeing them doing it the way we saw in vigilante people doing it.
How much is that? 120,000, 140,000, 180,000.
Okay. So now from inside motor they collect that for people?
No, if they walk up or left. Yes.
You just collect time or run?
Run
if the person not give you the phone, what do you go do?
No, I go do it like this for now. I'm no chuka.
No motor issue.
Tell us about it. Just the top.
She the building and he give me the car.
To do what? You give you car to
sell it. No, to sell it.
The commissioner used the opportunity to reassure members of the public of the command's commitment to defeat crime in all its forms in the FCT. Noel Sampson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf has commended President Bola Tinubu for responding to public calls and releasing 76 detained minors arrested following the August 2024 End Bad Governance protest. In a statement issued by the governor's spokesman Sanusi Dawakin Tofa, he expressed his deep appreciation for Tinubu's compassion, describing it as a magnanimous gesture toward the youth of Kano State. He stated this after receiving the teenagers at the presidential villa. Yusuf thanked President Tinubu for his understanding and for granting the minors a second chance. 73 minors arrested during the August 2024 protests in Kano State returned to the city on Tuesday night, accompanied by Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf. The minors will first undergo medical evaluations at Muhammadu Buhari Hospital in Kano State before being reunited with their families. Also, a Kano State High Court has issued an interim order restraining federal authorities from interfering with the monthly statutory allocations of the 44 local government councils of the state. The court's ruling followed a motion ex parte filed on November 1, 2024 by members of the National Union of Local Government Employees and other concerned residents of the state. The court, presided over by Justice Ibrahim Musa Muhammad, in the order dated November 4, granted the applicants permission to serve court documents on the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission. The suit, filed by Bashir Yusuf Muhammad and Umar Bala Salisu, highlighted concerns over the possible withholding or delay of allocations essential for local governance in the state. Specifically, the court ordered that no measure should be taken to withhold, delay, or tamper with the funds until the court hears the motion on notice. The case has been adjourned to November 21, 2024 for hearing. The federal government, through its lawyer Mojishola Okeya Esho, had on 10th October prayed the court to issue a bench warrant for the arrest of the Dana Air chief. The Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday issued an arrest warrant against the managing director of Dana Air, Hafi Ramani Ranesh, over alleged refusal to appear in court to stand trial. Justice Obiora Egwatu, in a ruling, held that the arrest of Ranesh is necessary following his refusal to appear in court after he was served with the charge on several proceedings taken in the matter. Justice Egwatu held that in line with Section 184 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, the court can issue an arrest warrant against any defendant who refuses to appear in court. Rivers State government has declared a property developer, Vincent Moye, wanted following a two-story building under construction which collapsed in the Egbelung Baraja area of Ogbogoro community, Obioakbo local government area of Rivers State, killing one person and leaving another severely injured. The incident, which occurred around 2 p.m. on Monday, is the second building collapse in the area within a week. The report.
The Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Evans BP, disclosed this to newsmen after an on-the-spot inspection of the collapsed building, accused the developer of gross negligence and defaulting on the extant building laws and regulations of Rivers State.
The government totally condemned the act, but we are looking for the owner of the building, and we have declared him wanted. And we have also sealed off the property. In fact, not just seal, we have seized the property to be used by government.
He cited the failure of the property developer to obtain a government-approved building plan and the use of substandard materials as the causes of the building collapse and avoidable death. The commissioner described the incident as one too many while warning property developers to desist from cutting corners and endangering the lives of innocent contractors.
The problem we have as a state is people wanting to cut corners, not wanting to come to the ministry to have the necessary documents, building approval, which is important. But if you are bringing a drawing, the architects we have in the ministry and the engineers must look at everything side by side with what they have in the office.
So I was here, what thing I hear is the sound. When I turn, is the building collapsing. And there is two men that are working there that yesterday. They are removing bamboo in the morning time with the plank. So immediately they remove the bamboo. Women them are picking the bamboo stick to use do firewood. Then after they left, let me say 1 hour time, that building now collapsed.
BP said the Rivers State government sympathizes with the bereaved family and the people of the Ogbogoro community over the unfortunate incident.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration's Special Ministerial Task Team has demolished illegal settlements behind National Park and National Military Cemetery along Airport Road, Abuja. The settlement, named Ruga, was demolished while hundreds of shanties made from sacks, planks and scrap roofing sheets along the rail corridor were destroyed and set ablaze. The task team, named Operation Sweep, is being headed by the Commissioner of Police in FCT, Olatunji Disu, and was directed by FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to clean the city of all forms of nuisances and criminality. FCT Director, Security Service Department, Adamu Gwari, after the operation in Abuja on Tuesday, said the Ruga settlement was characterized by shanties and other illegal structures built on people's plots of land. He said the site was close to the rail corridor, adding that the occupation of the area could pose security threats to residents using the Abuja Metro line. Moving on to other stories, and now to health matters. Mothers in Bauchi State have described the ongoing measles and polio integrated vaccination campaign as timely for their newborn babies. This is even as community mobilizers are calling for improved logistic support, as cost of transportation may hinder the success of the exercise. Trustee Adamu Imam reports that the vaccination exercise is taking place at primary healthcare centers and communities across 4 states of the Northeast region. The report.
Some primary healthcare centers on day 4 of the exercise observed impressive turnout of mothers who took advantage of the opportunity for their eligible children to be vaccinated, while other centers recorded appreciable level of commitment by parents. The campaign was timely for our newborn babies because she had not had any form of vaccination. I was at the facility to immunize my baby against polio and measles. I encourage other mothers to do so.
The exercise is very good, very well. The mothers and the fathers of the settlement, they are complying with this exercise.
Umar Abdullahi, a focal person, attributed the success to the integrated nature of the campaign, while Yahuza commended parents for responding despite the economic downturn.
So those bureaus, they used to capture the place where they are not getting all this vaccination fully. So that is very functionable in Bochilo, even in my ward, and they are working at least. During this, they are working for good. Look at it, 9 days. If it is before, they are working 2 days per week.
Our appeal to the state government is to increase the number of mobilizers to enable them to cover hard-to-reach communities, because some people in these areas have no means of communications. The media team also observed challenges associated with high cost of transportation and other logistics demands which are affecting the performance of health workers, especially in accessing hard-to-reach communities. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
And to developments in business, the federal government has commenced the disbursement of 75 billion naira single-digit loan to micro, small and medium enterprises through the Bank of Industry. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Job Creation and MSMEs, Tola Adekunle Johnson, made this known in Abuja at a nationwide town hall meeting to sensitize MSMEs to the Presidential Grant and Loan Scheme. Adekunle Johnson explained that the town hall meeting was going on simultaneously in Ogun, Bauchi, Enugu and Kaduna states, with a view to educating MSMEs on the conditions for accessing the loan. The presidential aide said his office had been collaborating with BOI, which is an important implementing agency for the scheme. He said MSMEs are the driving force behind the non-oil economy, contributing significantly to innovation, economic growth and job creation in the agriculture, manufacturing and services sector. Away from Nigeria, Donald Trump has won the U.S. presidential election, defeating Kamala Harris in a stunning political comeback that will send shockwaves across the world. The polarizing Republicans' victory, following one of the most hostile campaigns in modern United States history, was all the more remarkable given an unprecedented criminal conviction, a near-miss assassination attempt, and warnings from a former chief of staff that he is a fascist. Vice President Harris, who only entered the race in July after President Joe Biden dropped out, ran a centrist campaign that highlighted Trump's inflammatory messaging and use of openly racist and sexist tropes. But his apocalyptic warnings about immigration and championing of isolationism found their mark with voters battered by the post-COVID economy and eager for a change from the Biden years. The campaign pointed to a nail-bitingly close contest, but the results came surprisingly fast, delivering a crushing victory that included wins in the swing states of Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Trump is the first president in more than a century to win a non-consecutive second term.
It is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has extended his heartfelt congratulations to President Donald Trump on his re-election as the 47th President of the United States of America. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, President Tinubu looks forward to strengthening the ties between Nigeria and the United States amid the complex challenges and opportunities of the contemporary world. According to Tinubu, Trump's victory reflects the trust and confidence the American people have placed in his leadership. He congratulates them on their commitment to democracy, acknowledging the United States' influence, power, and position in determining the trend and course of global events. The Nigerian leader trusts that President Trump will bring the world closer to peace and prosperity. And in sports, Nigeria is through to the final of the IHF Trophy Africa Men's Continental Phase following their hard-fought 44-33 victory over Cameroon on Tuesday in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The defending champions, led by coach Emeka Nnamani, fought hard against a defensively minded Cameroonian side from the first blast of the whistle, scoring more from the wings and fast breaks to win the first half 22-15 despite the odds. They started the second half in the same vein, with left back Christian Bolaji dictating precedence from vital goals from the 9 meters and the wings to win the match 44-33. Foloki, who got injured after a collision with the Cameroon goalkeeper in the last minute of the match, was voted the most valuable player of the match. Speaking after the match, Nnamani praised his team for fighting hard against Cameroon and doing everything possible to get to the final once again. The 2024 Agbeyewa Cup football tournament reached its climax as Government College Ado-Ekiti traded tackles with Omoke High School from Omo-Ekiti in one of the most entertaining matches in the competition's history. A lone goal was all that separated the two teams as Omoke High School beat Government College Ado-Ekiti, while Ifake Grammar School claimed the bronze, having won the third-place match. Shortly after the blast of the final whistle, the winning team went into a celebration frenzy and were presented with a check for 1.1 million naira, gold medals, and a gold trophy from the organizers. Government College Ado-Ekiti was the first runner-up and received 500,000 naira plus silver medals, while Ifaki Grammar School came in third and received 250,000 naira in cash prizes and bronze medals. And that concludes the news update on Trust TV. Remember, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentaries. I am Aisha Salihu. Thank you so much for watching.